What's up, y'all? It's your boy P Lot, aka the Brick Slinger, and guess what? Your boy got something to say. Now I'm kind of late on this particular topic, but I feel like this is something that needs to be talked about. Now, I know that people are paying attention on the political side, especially dealing with Joe Biden being the president of the United States of America and Kamala Harris being the vice president, the first woman of color, woman of culture to be multicultural, to be vice president. And when President Biden made his first big speech, I will say, forgive me if I forgot that, a State of the Union speech, something like that. I know that it was a Senate by the name of Tim Scott, who was a brother, but also a Republican, who made it clear, which was his response to the speech, where he mainly say America is not a racist nation, racist country, a racist nation, because he's basically responding to the State of Union speech. Now I'm not 100% solid on the speech because I don't know too much. So if you feel like I need to check that mug out, feel free to drop it on the comment. But for this brother to say that this country is not a racist country is one thing. A black Republican saying that. However, when it was time for the Madam Vice President to respond to that statement, the first thing she said was, well, first of all, America is not a racist country. Like, here's my thing. I know a lot of black folks that's right now ready to chop off the heads of every black Republican that they see, or every black conservative they see, because of their political views. However, when it comes to a black Democrat or black liberal who say the same thing, we don't get much the same energy. We don't. And one thing I think about is this: as a black community, as black people in America, we will crucify black Republicans, we will crucify black conservatives, then chastise black Democrats, black liberals. We will crucify our brothers and sisters who are conservative, then to chastise our brothers and sisters who are liberals. To say that this country is not a racist country, though the history says otherwise. American history says otherwise. African American history says otherwise. Other cultural, ethnic America history says otherwise. We're still trying to celebrate the guilty verdict of Derek Chauvin, which probably going to end up being another trial, because for some reason I don't understand, there's going to be an appeal. There's going to be an appeal. And yet we're dealing with the fact that a white cop killed a black. We still got to deal with police brutality. We're still dealing with police brutality. We're still dealing with racist white people who decided to take advantage of their white privilege and this, that, and the third. We still have to deal with a lot of racism within this country while we're under a pandemic. Now, there's still some situation within the black community that needs to be taken care of. However, from two people from two different parties, both saying that this country is not a racist country, we need to acknowledge the fact that we're not dealing with the same Democrat Republican Party 10, 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. This is a new era. This is a new situation. We're dealing with a policy in this country where we can't even have a solid conversation as two different political parties, but yet same race. We're probably we're still going to have a hard time dealing with the fact that Black Republicans do not see eye to eye with Black Democrats, because Black Democrats see Black Republicans as Uncle Toms, which is not a good name to give a person, because let's keep it a buck. The real Uncle Tom saved Black folks. Do your history research, please. We consider Black Republicans, Black conservatives, Sambos. We call them sellouts. We call them coons. Yet, we don't want to pay attention to the ones that are actually fit those titles. I'm just saying, we as people, whether we are Democrats, whether we are Republicans, whether we are liberals, whether we are conservatives, heck, independent, libertarian, whatever the case may be, we need to take the time to just literally talk to each other and just have a dope conversation, whether we agree or disagree, but at least come to a conclusion or something. Otherwise, we just talking. And we talking just to prove a point and to drown out another point. Because we cannot ignore the fact that two people that are in the top seat and the second top seat, both have a record of damaging the Black community. Now, we can see whether or not they're going to do something for the Black community that is the total opposite of what their resume say. But we'll see about that. But at the end of the day, we cannot change what history says. We cannot ignore what history has proven. And the suck part is that there are some folks in politics that are repeating the patterns of history. Because, quite frankly, like the word said, ain't nothing new under the sun. Ain't nothing new under the sun. Things going to continue to be repeated. And while we're under this pandemic, while we're still dealing with coronavirus, while we're still even trying to figure out whether or not the vaccine is 100, nothing will change for the fact that racism still exists in this country, and it is based on this country. Now, that is the foundation of this country. And if you feel like what I'm saying is ridiculous, put it on the comment board. But do yourself a favor. Not just because I want respect, because YouTube ain't trying to hear no disrespect. If you disagree, put it on the comment board. But be careful how you disagree. You know what I'm saying? And if you do like what I say, agree what I say, put it on the comment board. Like, dislike, heck, subscribe, do something. But at the end of the day, the conversation need to continue on the simple fact that we dealing with two people, a Black Republican and a Black Democrat, both saying that this country is not a racist country, although history says otherwise. It's your boy P. Like the Brick Slinger. Take care and God bless. Laborers.